So what's
10 over
something
10
what's
year for me.
something that you feel like you grew through that was personal that nobody else saw?
Hmm. I think since for me everything was about pregnancy, like they say, the high pregnancy. There's nothing about pregnancy that is hidden. So I would say it happened. It was out there in the open for people to see, at least my close and dear ones to see and go through that with me. But at the same time, it showed me aspects of myself that I didn't think I was capable of. I had to. I have experienced pain that that I still don't have the words to describe. You know, and I've exuded strength that I didn't know I had within me.
Do you want to talk about that, the pain of childbirth?
Oh, ooh, where do I start from? That's the real question. Where do I start from? Because I had quite an uneventful pregnancy. It was pretty smooth. It had its own challenges because there's this condition, hyperemesis gravidarum. Basically, you throw up, you're nauseous, and you throw up throughout the entire pregnancy. So I had that. It was as horrible as they say it is. But that was the only downside with my pregnancy. Everything else was smooth.
Yeah.
But towards when I was going to have my baby, then there was a little bit of a complication, and it just made the whole thing very dramatic. So now it was like, oh, my doctor was telling me pick a date for an elective C-section. I didn't think I was going to have a C-section. I was like, okay, you're here. At that that the final moment, a lot is happening, and so my doctor is like, you have to pick a date. She's predicting that I would have a C-section. But I'm like, okay, what are my chances? Long story short, I get induced. Induction is as horrible as they say it is. The pain out of this world. And I mean that it's that you feel that pain on a neural level. It's not physical, yet it's very physical. I don't know how to explain it.
Mhm.
It's somewhere your entire nervous system, that's where you feel it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going through all of that. I didn't think I would be able to go through it. And I would say I was stretched to the limit of my own strength.
Yeah.
And even in that moment, when it felt like, oh, more, I cannot go again. So Ne was there with me and she was holding me. That's like, it's a moment that is burned in my brain. I can't forget it.
Yeah.
Because Ne was there, the contractions are coming back to back. And Ne was praying, she was
Do you
praying
know,
over
I
me.
can remember the exact day
Mm.
when they said you were in the hospital to give birth. I was in law school. We were doing night class,
Mm.
went to read in the night, and that whole thing was going on. And
Mm.
I was just fidgeting
Yeah, it feels
where I
that way. I
was,
remember
you know.
when I was in that moment when it was Anna and Ekoma's turn. Yeah, I went through that, and then now it's me in this hospital ward, and I'm like, I just hope my baby is fine. I hope I'm fine. And I was holding the net, I was praying. At some point, I was literally begging. I was like, there, please forgive me, lend me your strength. I cannot go again. Ah, Nne is strong, oh. God will bless that woman, I swear. Cause me, like I was already crazed at that moment. And Nne held me. She was praying. When I knew at this point it was not my own strength has finished. You get my own has gone. I'm just, but this is like that final lap. You get, and so Nne held me. And I knew at this moment it was her own strength I was using at that moment. It wasn't mine, cause I was gone. And Nne held me. I was just like, at this point, the doctor was like, okay, baby's heart rate is high, emergency C-section. I was like, after all this suffering, I don't suffer so far. Yeah. Say no, wala. So, even the whole surgery experience, another dramatic thing. When you talked about how you can understand when good musicians feel very arrogant.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had that same sentiment after the doctors did the surgery and everything. I was like, whoa. So, you see, after God, see doctors. I swear. After God in heaven, doctors are just there after him, because these people, what they do is miraculous. I can't believe that these people opened my body up. I was awake, you know. First of all,
Which
anesthesia,
sounds very terrifying
magic. Yeah,
because
it's
I don't think
terrifying.
if somebody is operating on me, I want to be conscious.
No,
I want to be
it's
awake.
an out of body experience. See, so I was paralyzed from my chest down. And see the thing, no, see the
Regardless.
thing. In that moment, that part of my body, it doesn't. I only exist from
Mm,
here up.
I don't want to even exist.
It's
Knock me out. I don't want to have my eyes
no, but you
open.
can feel them tugging. You can
That's it.
feel the
God
tugging.
forbid. I don't want
But
to feel anything.
no, but it's like it's not my body. Okay, think of it this way. Imagine that this is you head to toe. You can feel your body, right? Imagine that this couch is part of your body.
I can't even imagine it.
Like,
I don't want to be awake. I want to just wake up and find out that, oh, they've done what they've done. You understand?
and it was very fast. The entire process. And my doctor, top tier. The entire process took, I think, 30 minutes tops. Baby was out in less than 5 minutes. For me, I was like, I couldn't tell because
Yeah.
I was just hearing this faint baby cries in the back. I was like, "Hi, doctor, is that my baby?" They said yes. I said, baby's out already. Yes, less than 5 minutes. Temple, less than 5 minutes. Baby was already out. I think the longest part of the process was this stitching me up after. But then they showed me my baby. I think, yeah, and the most painful part of giving birth through a C-section is that you don't get to hold your baby immediately.
Yeah.
Because, of course, my hands do not exist.
Yeah. I can't. It's so scary. I'm just
It
imagining
doesn't exist.
myself.
That's the only way I can explain it. It doesn't exist.
I'm just imagining myself fully conscious.
Yeah.
But I can't move.
I was gisting with my doctors
but I
now.
can't move any part of my body. It would terrify me.
No, it's not you can't move. You can't move is that there's some feeling. It doesn't exist. That's the thing. That part of your body.
You're literally just a head,
Yeah.
an alive head.
An alive head.
It was terrified the hell out of me. I can't. I don't want to
It's as
experience
terrifying
that.
as it sounds, but
It would
it's like,
terrify
oh my
me.
goodness.
You know,
I
because
don't exist.
I usually have sleep paralysis, and it's the scariest thing on earth. Every time I have sleep paralysis, I know what it is. I know what's going on, but I'm still scared. I feel like I'm going to die,
No, sleep paralysis is different because you're trying to move your body.
and nothing is moving.
Yes,
You're
nothing
just-
is moving. No, but this temple, like, imagine trying to move this couch. Can you move it
No.
with your brain?
Uh-uh.
That is it. That brain connection. It's not there. It's like, but someone said that, but this couch is part of your leg. That's the only way I can explain it. It's
But-
like it doesn't exist as part of you in
But
that
you,
moment.
but you know on an intellectual level.
You don't know. It doesn't
But
exist.
you know on an intellectual
That
level
you're
that
more
there
than-
are other parts of your
Yes,
body,
yes, you know.
but you cannot feel
Yeah.
them.
Remember when the doctor told me you could try to move your toe, that brain connection is not there. That's when no, but in that moment, all I felt was relief because the pain I was feeling
Yeah,
up until that moment.
yeah.
This thing is magic. Temple is magic. I say, doctors, no wonder people are arrogant. So no wonder doctors have pride. It's okay. You're allowed to have pride. It's okay. If I knew what you people know, my
Yeah.
shoulder would be here. I walk like this. Don't talk to me anyhow. I have the power of life and death in my hand. This is real power. Muna, calm down. I'm a doctor. No wonder parents are desperate for their children to read medicine. Please, if your parents want you to read medicine, if you can, please go and read it. Thank you. We need more good doctors in this life. We need more good doctors, I swear. So that was my experience. I was grateful that this was me. I have my baby. I'm recovering beautifully, which
Yeah.
was one of my prayers, because I always pray to God about recovery. I know that I'm going to go through this crazy experience. Your body will never be the same again. This is the most change you will ever experience physically. So for me, it was all about prayer for recovery, that my recovery would be smooth, it would be beautiful, stress-free, and that was what I got. So that was just my preoccupation this year. And through all these experiences, I got to discover myself, You know, it's not like, oh, okay, I had changed into this new person.
What do you mean
It's
by
more like
discover
I
yourself?
became more of who I truly am. You know, I became more of myself. How do I explain this? You know, I like to think of people as there's the version of you as God made you,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And I feel like everything we go through as adults, in adulthood, we are trying to reconnect with that original version of who we are,
Yeah.
the uncorrupted version, you know. And I feel like this year I came much closer to that than I have in a very long time.